All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. I did not know I was going to be cooking with y'all today, but I wanted to show you guys like a quick meal that you can make that's under $20, okay? Right here I have a bowl of neck bones, as you see. I bought them at a local supermarket. They were $4.08. I did throw the wrapper away because I got to prepping and stuff before I got on here. These are already my clean ones, but I am going to show you guys how I clean. I left two more over there for me to clean for y'all. Let's see. So yeah, let's just dive in it. There go the clean neck bones. I'm gonna bring those over here. Alright. My sink back out. Alright, so I'm gonna get off in there with, see this part here of the neck bone right there. Get all that off. I don't like none of that. Okay. Try to keep it under this water. Get all that out. This is how I like my neck bones. However you like yours, you can make them. Also, like you see this right here, I don't like that. All that has to come out. Okay. Also, if you see any membranes, you know what to do with those. Get those out of here. They also got little pieces, like if you see in the back of a real bat, that the membrane sheet there you got to pull off. They got some of that on here too, so make sure you know you get that off. You don't want that on there. Okay, so I'm just removing that little piece I showed y'all that looks like this. What's on there? I don't want none of that on there. Okay, get back under that water. Any of those red spots, like gooey when you touch them, take all that off. Okay. One here looking pretty clean enough to go in my bowl before I add the salt. And I'll repeat the same step with this one here, okay? I'm gonna wipe it out. Look for any. I don't take all my fat off, you guys. The reason I don't, because you know, certain fat gives you some type of seasoning, flavor. Okay? So I don't take it all off, but just some of it just like this overload of it, I guess. It got to go, okay? Just like these here, it got to go. Okay? In my opinion. Some people might even eat it. I've heard people eat it. So, you know, hey. I don't like somebody else made. So you clean them a different way, or you know, get it to your liking. This is just for me. And I'm only making this for two people, me and myself and another person. Okay? And myself and my spouse. Those who don't really want to know. You know. It's my spouse. Okay. It looks like it's good enough to go in my bowl. Okay, now that I've already rinsed those all out, get the excess stuff at the bottom of my sink. Bring my bowl back. Wash all these out in this bowl just like this. Pour my salt onto them. Okay. Pour my salt. Okay. that I'm pouring onto the neck bone. I'm getting ready to clean them. What's going off up in there just like that. And after I do that, I let it sit in this water, cool water, for maybe 20-30 minutes or so, okay? All right, so in that time that you have completed, while you have that sitting there, okay, you want to go ahead and get started on cutting up your bell peppers, your onion. This is optional, okay? Also, mine are a little bigger at size. I've already washed them, okay, and I've already prepped them. Mine is a little bit bigger at size because the person I'm eating with does not like them, honestly. So I at least make them big enough that he can pick them out and notice them, notice them there. However, they will be very soft, so he probably won't. But then again, if you don't like them, he usually does. Okay, let's get into the seasons we'll be using. I got the all-purpose all season right here. I love it. I got some paprika. I got some onion powder. I got some Italian seasoning. And I got some garlic powder. Right here, it's a bowl, actually, of flour, okay? And I'll be using that to get the base of this. I am going to be making the smothered neck bones, okay? So this flour is going to be for my base, okay? And we'll get more into that after we've let those sit and we get ready to go to the stove, okay? So, seasonings, the meat, sitting, soaking, cleaning. Get ready. Go cut your bell peppers and onions so you can move on to the next step with us. Okay, now that we got the neck bones all cleaned out, as y'all see here, I have already put some of my seasonings inside this measuring cup so you guys could kind of see how much I'll be using. Depending on my liking is the difference in the measuring cups I used, okay? So for the Italian seasoning you see here, I didn't use as much, okay? I used the same amount, maybe a half a teaspoon or a half a teaspoon and a half, okay? So, I just used those two measuring sticks, okay, to show you guys what we have right here in front of us. But what y'all don't see is that I don't have the pepper, black pepper, and I don't have paprika in there. And the reason I don't is because I kind of eyeball those, for my liking. When I think it's a good enough amount of paprika for my coloring that I'm looking for, then I'll stop. It just comes to me naturally, okay? Some of y'all know what I'm talking about. It just comes to you, okay? So now what we finna do is get ready to season these neck bones. Okay, got them on. So just pour those seasonings on in there. Mix them around. You a glove person, get your gloves on and mix it all around. But me, I'm more of a hands-on skin type gal, okay? I like to feel it. Know that I got it all mixed up in there. I already washed my sink out. Okay, now that we got those seasons outside of the measuring cup onto the meat here, I'm going to show you what I meant when I say I like to eyeball my paprika and my black pepper, okay? Because I don't want too much and too less of neither one of these, okay? Let's go on in with the paprika. Okay? Just enough to kind of cover them up at the top there. And yes, my cupboard is broke, but it still does what it needs to be done. Softly sprinkle the pepper on top. Okay? Get back off up in it. depends on skin kind of girl, okay? We just want to make sure it's on all of them. Back and front side. I don't know what my voice saying. I got to enjoy myself last night. So that's probably why my voice is down. Alright. Now that I have the paprika and my black pepper mixed in as well. Okay. Go back to washing my hands. We can get ready to move to the stove where we want to browning our neck bone. Okay. Wash these hands real quick. Okay. And we're getting ready to move to the stove. Alright, y'all. We got the brown process going. I've laid the meat down inside my grease. Okay. I felt my pan to my amount that I feel necessary for this big pan. I just wanted to cover the bottom of my pan, okay, with the grease. Now, browning process, I got them going on one side. I'm going to give them a minute till I flip them and have them going on the other, okay, before we put them in the water and get to the process after this. Okay, so let these brown, and I'll be right back to show y'all the aftermath. All right. So now that these are the brown that I'm looking for, I'm going to remove them from the pot. I've kind of had time to play with it on every angle of them. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and remove them from the pot. Okay. Brown I'm looking for. Let them go back inside the bowl. Have the seasoning in them. Just cut this down a little bit too. Back on. Now I'm looking out crunchy. Okay. I turned it down. I got it going to simmer. Okay. It's going into a simmer. While it's going into that simmer, my onions, my bell pepper, okay, just like that, okay. Stir them boils up. Stir them boys up. Stir them boys up. Get them brown. Okay. Got all them seasonings from all this goodness. Just let them get brown, baby. Okay. Just like that. She have a little draining spoon. Alright, I'm gonna put these to the side and we're gonna get ready for the big pot. Okay, y'all, so I have already added my thickened cream, my water, my apple cider vinegar, my bell peppers and onions all into one pot, okay? Now we're gonna let this cook. Give it time to thicken up. You can put a top on it if you like. I suggest that if you do put a top on it, you leave, you know, your air hose when I steamed up. Give it where it can breathe, okay? Make it where it can breathe, okay? So we're gonna let this cook and we're gonna come back and see what it looks like after that. Again, the thickener, y'all, it was nothing but flour, water, milk, if you know, it's optional as well. I just always made my flour based with the water, so that's what I did with this, okay? So now that we got that all cooking off up in there, looking all good, I'll be back to let y'all know when it's finished. Okay, so remember, this is the meal under $20. We got the neck bones that we got for $4, I think, and 8 cents before taxes. Okay, and this is what they're looking like now that the cook is coming down to a simmer. It's fogging up my camera. Step back, step back. Okay, so that's how they're looking. The gravy, I hadn't put any more thickener in there. I think I'm just gonna leave it like that. Be good with the rice. So these are about $4.08 before taxes, neck bones, and then this are some canned mustard greens. Haven't tried them before, but of course you know how I am. I have to spruce up some stuff in there. So inside it you see pork fat. That's me. I also seasoned it. I left the season in the butter at the bottom of the pan. I put the greens on top, stirred it in. So I also put my own seasonings in. We're getting ready to put this cornbread in this little pan right here. Okay, it's getting ready to go in the oven. Okay, just like that, honey. Cornbread $1. The greens probably $3 and some change. Still will be under 20 because these was only 4. The pig fat actually is optional. It's just something I had left over in the icebox, so I decided to chop them up, put them inside my greens here. Okay, cornbread, 78 cents a box. I'm only using one. Still under $20, okay? So you got room to buy you some bell pepper and onion if that's something you want to add into. Something to drink on the side if you like. There's other options, okay? Instant rice, $3 to $5, okay? So altogether you're probably looking at 4, 7, 8, 11. You're looking at $11, okay? You don't have to use cornbread. You can have bread with this meal. You don't have to have it at all. You don't even have to have the sides either. You don't have to have the rice. You don't have to have the greens. A lot of people, some neck bones and ketchup, you can be good to go, okay? So after I get all this done cooking, I am going to show y'all the finishing up, okay? I got my oven already set to 350. It's waiting on my cornbread to go in. These are basically done. I just want them to cook a little more to get them a little tender. Let's get them a little bit more tender. These aren't going to take long, I would think, because they're in the can, okay? So I think they shouldn't take as long. Yeah, so I'll be back, you guys, with the next video. Alright, now everything's about done here. I've already made plates out of it. I just wanted you guys to see the finished touch. The gravy isn't as thick as I wanted it, but it still has a good texture to it. So I never added any more thickener. I think it came out pretty good. Okay. My cornbread, I also think it came out pretty good. Okay. And so did my greens. Alright. $20 under meal. Okay. Everything that was added in here is optional. You after buying a pack of those $4 neck bones, $1 cornbread, and a $3 can of greens, you got your full meal, okay? Under $20. Again, all the sides is optional, okay? Y'all have a great one, blessed one. Like, comment, and subscribe. Under $20 meal.